How many people were in this Catherine Hall at that moment?
It was nearly a full house. These are genuinely world-class breakthrough technologies that no other country has. Of course, they will be ready eventually, but perhaps not anytime soon. And we need large teams of motivated, talented, and gifted individuals capable of developing such breakthrough technologies.
Could the United States have meant that, since we are discussing new tests of the Burevestnik and Poseidon, which are the nuclear power units, we are supposedly testing nuclear weapons? Could it be the case?
If that is the case, then from an expert's perspective, this is an extremely superficial and incorrect assessment. First, we are discussing a delivery system, not a nuclear explosion. It's a nuclear propulsion device, so it's a completely different matter. And, of course, American experts really shouldn't be making such errors in their judgments and conclusions.
By the end of the Trump era, it might sound informal, but quite often, we don't really understand what the current U.S. president is trying to say. Perhaps what he says doesn't reflect his intent. Maybe he's talking about the wrong issue or saying the wrong thing altogether.
Look, in this case, we really need to clarify exactly what was meant. Because it's a very serious matter, and it sounded quite clear the United States will be testing nuclear weapons in the very near future. Putin has repeatedly stated that Russia is committed to its obligations to ban nuclear tests, and will not do that. But if another country does, then we will have to respond in order to maintain parity. Namely, nuclear parity is arguably the most important element of the global security architecture in our times. We will try to understand exactly what the U.S. president intended. The main thing for us is that we fully understand what our president means, and he always acts in accordance with what he says.
What sort of message was Russia sending, if any, through the Security Council?
The signal is as follows. We have heard a statement from the President of the United States in which he claimed that Russia and China are conducting nuclear weapons tests. He also said that America will do the same in the very near future. We have several questions in this regard. We are certain that neither Russia nor China is currently testing nuclear weapons. This raises the question of whether the U.S. president's decision means that the U.S. will withdraw from its obligations under the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty and whether they genuinely intend to carry out these nuclear tests. In light of this, following discussions, the Russian president has instructed the Security Council to examine the matter in an interdepartmental format and to reach a conclusion on whether it is expedient or inadvisable to begin preparations for nuclear tests. It's quite straightforward. The president has not given instructions to start preparations. First, we need to determine if such a step is necessary. This must be a very serious, well-founded, and thoroughly verified decision. That is what our specialists will be working on now.